Yeah, this is Mark from You Casual again. Continuing a little series of videos on adding an NPC to an Atavism game world. We're picking up where we left off, where we add their correct animations to our wolf. So we'll start off, we're just at the login. We'll go to wildlife where the wolf is. We'll get our wolf. Open this up a little better. Here's the control he's using right now. We just double click that. It should bring us to the animator, just to show what we're dealing with. Alright, so here's what they had, but I think all this was is probably they had a demo of this thing, and it was probably just standing there in one location and doing those random animations just to show what animations it could do. So it wasn't moving around like we had it. It was just going through some of them. I think that's what was going on, but I could be wrong. But this isn't what we're going to want at all. What we're going to do is, let's see, mob, human, what is it, one or something, human mob, what is it, should have looked, here let's look in, sorry, I got a little sidetracked here. Normally it's called mob controller, default Atavism mob controller. See, what I've got is my folder with my own controllers in here, and I made a copy of this default one, and whenever I make a new one, I make a copy of this and I start with that because it's like the base for it. But one thing I noticed, okay, let's look, this is mine, which is okay. But now that I know what it actually is, now oh, you bastard. Alright, so here this one is not, don't say one, that's the original one where they put it. So if you see right here, if you wanted to find this for yourself, this is where it is. But what I found, and I don't know, I didn't really understand how any of this worked, but I was just playing with it. These things, some of them, anything to do with movement, says speed 2D on it. And I never could get that to work. And when I came through and I changed it to speed, all of them that say speed 3D on them to just speed, then it worked. But there's one issue to note. See, if I change this to speed right now, this is fine. This says greater than 4. That's fine. It stays. But speed, I'm going to leave it speed 2D just in case. Okay, speed 2D, but now look, when I go to this one, it's got less than. So when you're changing these to speed, be careful if it ever says less than, that you're going to have to change that back. So see, like speed 2D. When I change this to speed, it changes to greater, and it's supposed to be less than. So you have to change that to less than. Anytime it's less than, it just defaults to greater. So you'll have things all wonky if you don't pay attention to that and keep it to actually less than like you really want. Getting back to speed 2D because I just want to leave this at the default. Less than. So once you go through all the ones that have movements for speed 2D and change it, well, initially I would make a copy, change it all, then move it to your location for where you want your controllers at. But we're not going to mess with this one at all. We're going to use the one I've already edited. So these should all say speed instead of speed 2D. And then I got, this was originally made with the Cobalt that I did. Okay, so now we got that. Now what we have to do is go back to the actual files, animation files that came with the creatures that you have, the package or whatever. And we want to use those to fill in these. So like here's Dead. Here's his list of animations. We got Death. So we're going to go Dead for him. Here's Death. That's actually my Kobold one. Link to my Kobold one. But now we're going to put the wolf one in there. Death. Okay, simple. Then we got attack 1. We got 3 different attacks, but basically initially we're just going to use 1. But we'll try to find some few. Here's a aggressive idle. We could do that for combat. Idle aggressive. Drop that in there. We got idle took care of. What else we got in here that'll work real quick? Here's a run. I know it's not exciting here, but I just messed her up. Run. See if we can find just a walk. Here's a walk. Yeah. Why it does crazy stuff like that, I blame that on my lack of knowledge or whatever. Like I said, I'm just a casual. I play with this casually. Try to learn things. So do we got regular idle yet? I don't think so. Let's just have him doing a howl or something. Or one of them had laid down, remember? Let's see. Go back up. Go to rest. That makes it, seems like it's complicated. We're going to do the howl. We'll do the howl for idle. For now, we can change any of this. Come back and change any of this later. Jump, I don't really think it's going to be jumping. We'll just put something like a, because I can always use this as a, here's a jump bite. That'll work. We're beyond it. Jump bite. Alright, now we got our attacks left, and that's pretty much it. Oh, there's a look around. That would probably be a better idle than a howl. Yeah, that would probably look better. Alright, go to rest. Get hit from front. Breathe the ground. Jump bite, run bite. Our only attacks is them 2 bites. Here's a regular bite. Let's use that for attack 1. What the hell did I do here? Oh, I didn't get it. There we go. Now attack 2 death. Howl. Idle aggressive. Run bite. I could do the jump bite there too. Just because. Jump bite. Resting, run. Alright, good enough for attack 3. We're just going to put a regular bite again. We're probably not. At first, it's only going to be set up to do 1 attack anyway. Okay, so one thing we do want to do in these files, let's see if we can get the running file. Loop time, okay, so this is set to loop. He should continue to walk instead of just walking once and then slide. Alright, but if you ever find that you put a monster or creature in and it starts to walk when it initially walks, but then you see it just stop, like we've seen it sliding because the animation, well, if it only plays the animation 1 time during the walk, it'll do it like 1 time, however long it is, and then the whole rest of the walk it won't animate, it'll just slide like we was. So that's when you have to mess with the loop time. We'll make sure that the walk has got the loop time going too. Where'd the walk go? Loop time. So he should hopefully just walk without having to come back and change that. So now if we did everything right, make sure we got dead, we did jump, we did the idols, run, walk, combat. Pretty sure we got them all. That should be okay with that. Alright, but I kind of messed up what I should have done. I got ahead of myself, as I should have made a copy of this, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day I didn't change anything other than animations, and whenever I come and do my new creature or a new animation for another creature, I'll have to start at the same spot anyway, so it's all good. We'll go to back to our wildlife, our controllers. That should be this one. Humanoid controller 1, yep. So we're just gonna duplicate this real quick. Yeah, Control D, probably easiest way. Duplicate this, and we're just gonna change this to wolf. Alright. Now we got our wolf controller. We'll go to our actual wolf. Here's his controller there. Go back to controllers. Take our wolf that we just made and put him there. Now he's running on that thing instead of this thing. He's running on the new one that we did right here. Alright. So now we should be able to return to the game, and the wolf should be acting a little more normal. It'll be based on that, closer to that behavior that we set in the profile, or yeah, when we first made him. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here. We'll check and see how that actually works. I don't know what. Yeah, well, I might edit that into this video because I don't see how that would tie into anything else. But we'll see how it goes. So we'll catch you in that one.